Is Jason X coming to Friday the 13th the game? Yes. Yes, he is. And here's proof. A while back, the Friday the 13th the game revealed its plan for the upcoming DLC, and already they have announced a bunch of things early, such as the new game mode, and already teased the next Jason being Roy from Part 5. Now, we also have one final Jason and another new map coming. And I can already tell you that that final Jason is going to be Jason X and the Grendel map. How? Let me explain. Okay, so I know this because let's look at all the Jasons we already have. Out of all of the Jasons, we have Part 2, Part 3, Part 4, Part 6, Part 7, Part 8, and Part 9. And we are going to be getting Part 5 Jason, Roy, with the blue lines on the mask. That only leaves one Jason we can have left, and that is the Jason from Jason X. The one from Freddy vs. Jason and the one from the remake, Friday the 13th the game, cannot use because it's under a different licensing. And since they cannot use those Jasons, we are left with only Jason X as the final Jason that we can acquire, as there are no other real Jasons to throw into the game, and I highly doubt they're going to be using the Mortal Kombat Jason. So, yes, we will be getting Jason X. Not to mention, on the DLC plan, it also states that we will also be getting another map, and it's obvious that that Jason will be released with that map, and it's clear that it's going to be the Grendel from the movie Jason X. So, we will be getting both Jason X and the spaceship map. But now there's only one more question. Which Jason X are we going to get? Are we going to get Jason when he's a normal supernatural killing machine? Or are we going to get the robotic cyborg Jason from Jason X? The one that most people associate with Jason X? Well, I'm pretty positive that we are going to be getting Jason X, the cyborg version. Now, the main reason why I think it's going to be this Jason is for quite a few reasons. One is because this is the Jason that most people want. Ignore that. This is the Jason that most people want. Not many people want the human Jason, most people just want the cyborg version. The one that everyone remembers the most from Jason X. We could get the human Jason, but I highly doubt that we're going to get that one. Plus the fact that we are also going to get the Grendel map also heavily suggests that we are also going to get Jason cyborg version, as that was the only one that could knock down the giant reinforced steel doors. The normal Jason couldn't do that, while Jason X could knock them down. This would easily make the game a lot easier to do. Plus, with the whole escape ship, now you have a reason. Instead of being on the ship needing Marines to come through, you could do that, but now you can escape with the plane thing while having to hold Jason off with these doors. And say you need to, you could use the hologram room to stop him, much like his mother's sweater. So, just by the game modes, like I explained, instead of having the police come to save you, it could be Space Marines instead in an area where you have to run to. Easy use. And instead of getting away in, say, and when you get the Space Marines, you just get on the ship. Or, plus this place will not have a boat. Sorry if I'm stuttering around here. But this will not have a boat, and you can fuel up a ship, and you can fly that out of there. That's pretty much the car. Or the boat, really, if you want to look at it like that. Maybe there is a boat, maybe it's the ship. But that is the main way to do it. And here, you can kill Jason the same, but there's a big plot twist. It's not going to be normal. Here, you're not going to use the sweater because Jason won't have his hut here. Instead, Jason will spawn in the cryo room after reviving, and then he will go on his killing spree. He won't just spawn in at the normal area, or he'll just be loose in the ship at a random spawn point. Therefore, people have to run around, get the fuel for the ship and some bonus parts, fix it, and fly out of there. Or call in the Space Marines who can get there, and then you can escape to freedom, much like the normal game modes. This would easily work for Jason X. This way you could knock down the normal doors, and not be there all day like the normal Jason would, because he couldn't knock those down, but Jason X could. Not to mention, with the amount of new brute strength that Jason X will bring, the kills would be a lot more with variety. Not to mention the futuristic space machete that he wields. Overall, there is an extremely high chance that Jason X will be the robot version rather than the human version. Or maybe we get the human version, but after a certain time, or if you go into the room, you can turn into the robot cyborg version. But overall, I think we're just going to get the cyborg version. Mainly because it's such a badass look for Jason, and most people wanted it. So, out of the list, since we're also going to get 2 more new Jasons, it's clear that we are getting Roy, and we will definitely be getting Jason X. And I do think they've been saving him for last, for one reason. He didn't quite make the poll, but he was the 4th most voted Jason to get into the game. So, with him having all those votes but not making the top 3, they're saving the 4th best for last. That way, everyone kind of is happy at the very end of it all. We have the spaceship Grendel, we have Jason X, and we have new, pretty much everything. Everything gets a nice reskin, and overall, it's just gonna make a lot of people happy. So you heard it here, Jason X is going to be in Friday the 13th, the video game.